The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Now it's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Shoots! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Well, how's that for a class finish? So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Messi. Iniesta. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Iniesta. Ronaldinho. Out of play for a goal kick. Xavi Alonso. And Gehi. Vardiol. Kukçu. Distributed tidily. Oh, it's Dembele. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Busquets. And it's Hasebe for Xavi. Stojkovic. Odo is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Stojkovic. And this is Xavi. He's got away. And that's a good ball. Iniesta! He's got a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Threads one in. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Rijkaard. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Hasebe. Busquets is always scanning the pitch for targets. To Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gehi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now he's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And now he has two. Barcelona leading now. Odo. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Iniesta. Rijkaard. And it's Hasebe. That looks a cracking ball. And he's got the beating. And the shot! And he's stuck it away. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground.
It's Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Otto finding himself in space. That's a decent clearance. Rijkaard. That's Busquets. Ball played for Rijkaard. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
He's a sharp little ball here. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Xavi. Iniesta on 2 now and looking for 3. Messi proves just... And that signals the end of the first period. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
It's a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So it's back to business. Valencia different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Busquets, nicely spread. Now it's Messi. Hasebe. And it's Jordi Alba. Xavi. Hullet. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Jordi Alba opts to play it back. Looking tidy in possession here. Lovely bit of skill. That's destined for the flank.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Guardiola spread it left. Otto kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rijkaard played out to the left flank. Iniesta, the man with such great vision. That's Busquets. Xavi. Now it's Hullet. So we've reached the hour mark. Valencia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Otto did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Gnabry in acres of space out wide, and he's managed to get free. Gnabry, header! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Xavi Alonso, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, perfectly measured that. Big and no mistake. Otto aims beyond the defence. He has found the way through. Now then, the ball's come loose. Vardiol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Neymar. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Yehi. Now Romero. This is a promising build-up. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Valencia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's found the way through, and the shot! That's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
It's their second corner of the game. Valencia have the chance to go the other way. He's found space here. He's picked his way through. Can he finish? This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Into the last 5 minutes. Now it's Hullet. Busquets. Hullet. Great vision. Now that's well seen too.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Torres. Oh, what a ball! Tries to shot, surely! Azar. And that'll be the end of that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Valencia certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que pueden disfrutar de la transmisión en directo de este partido en la emisora de radio oficial del equipo.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. We're up and running then.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Thiago. Rummenigge. Hasebe gets a foot in here. And it's Otto. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh no, this does not look good. Valencia controlling the possession in this early phase. And the counter is on. Seedorf. Good, strong midfield running here. And here's Hazard. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. He might be in here. It is a corner. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now they can spring out of defence. Very nicely done. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Otto. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Oh, that's fabulous. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Busquets is always scanning the pitch for targets. Xavi. Otto. Hasebe. Jordi Alba. And it's Ronaldinho. And Iniesta. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Pinches it off him. Nesta. Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. And he gets rid in a hurry. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Seedorf. And it's Yaya Toure. This is a promising build-up. Pumps for safety. Otto. Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Zanetti. Hazard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory, has crossed into the middle. Jordi Alba gets it away. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Odo. Xavi. For Iniesta. Jordi Alba. That's Busquets. Now it's Iniesta. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. Spread to the right. Rummenigge. Busquets. And here's Hazard. And it's Iniesta. That's Busquets. Thiago.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
No way through. Thiago. And that signals the end of the first period. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So your views on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 23, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 22. Hazard. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10. Ibrahimovic. El dorsal 25.
To get things going again.
Alexandre Pato. El dorsal
So the
4.
first half brought no goals. Odo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Busquets. Jordi Alba. And it's Ronaldinho. Well, that has not gone well. Yaya Toure. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thiago cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Jordi Alba. Nice control. And it's Iniesta. Xavi. And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Hasebe. Messi currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And he's managed to get free.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Stood up well to him there. That is ended up in no man's land. Hasebe did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up.
Ibrahimovic! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Odo. Xavi. Now it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's burst through. And it's Sneijder. Now it's Pato. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Now then, the ball's come loose. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that's definitely not his best. Great vision. Thuram cuts out the pass. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Ronaldinho. And it's Xavi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ambitious ball here.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Great ball, and he's in here. Lovely bit of skill. Sneijder. That pass isn't the best. Thiago, driving on and making good progress. And this is Pato. Impressive jump! Oh, that could be pivotal! Well, would you believe that? And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 42.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Barcelona now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
1 minute to add, according to the board. And he's picked it up out wide. Drills one in. And that is well cleared. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. Iniesta, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 190.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Hasebe. Xavi. And it's Otto. And it's Hasebe. Otto. Busquets. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Hasebe. And it's Xavi. Otto. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Ronaldinho. No way through. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Rijkaard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ball played for Xavi. In with the challenge. Iniesta. Valencia yet to have an attempt on goal. Ronaldinho receives it in a wide position. Iniesta. Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Hasebe. And it's Otto. Now Otto.
That's positional gold. The utilisation.
He's had a shot! There it is! The first significant strike.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Valencia have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Cruyff's cross. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cruyff goes short. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, shooting chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. This is their second corner of the game. Terrific effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
And it's Otto. Xavi. Valencia already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. David De Gea. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's come to nothing. Jordi Alba. Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. Bullet. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Messi. Messi is fouled. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Jordi Alba. Now Otto. Busquets. And he's forced to go back. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free. Iniesta. Busquets. Bullet. Can he spark a counter here? He's got away. Bullet. And he was quick to react. There could be great chance! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Zanetti cuts it out. Turan. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Valencia get the second half going. Jordi Alba is always looking to play quality balls. And it's Hullet. Opts for safety. Valencia do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Rudiger. And it's Rudiger. To Thuram. And it's Maldini. And he's had it nicked away. He has found the way through. That is good strength. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Drama over the penalty spot. Goal! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Valencia leading now. Rijkaard. Now he's off and running. Strong running down that left flank. Pinches it off him.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Chance to deliver. Barcelona have their third corner. And it's been taken short. Oh, nice touch. Cruyff. Brilliantly cut out. And now they can spring out of defence. He's found the way through. Odo. 60 minutes played. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Gnabry. Can he get on the end of this? Jordi Alba made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Hullet. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Valencia still have the cards to affect this game. It's not an especially good pass, that. Stood up well to him there. And he's forced to go back. Xavi, who's set up one goal so far. And here's Hullet. And it's Xavi. Distributed tidily. It's a sweeping cross. Vieira.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Hullet. And he's in on goal. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Not a manager, I think. It's all happening.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Quite a game this, all square again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Jordi Alba delivers. And he can thump it away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's Xavi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Looking for options for movement. Rummenigge chasing after it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. This is it then, now or never. Xavi.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Maldini does really well there, strong defending. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. That has been slung wide, and it's chance!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Xavi plays it short. Iniesta crosses. Jordi Alba finds himself offside. And time is up. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Valencia certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running.
Giuseppe Bergami, certainly one of the fiercest opponents I've had the honour of facing.
Well, one of Italy's finest, and surely anyone's fiercest opponent. A master of everything defensive, Jim, and you, as you mentioned, faced him on the international stage.
Yeah, and his quiet and calm demeanour was the perfect disguise for that steely leadership. We knew we were in for a battle against him.
Pinches it off him. Always goal side.
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise. It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but...
He's had a shot! And he's there to retrieve it. Can he finish? Caught offside that time.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Iniesta. And it's Rijkaard. Jordi Alba. And he's being shifted off it. Saka. Tries to play it through. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's picked his way through. Tries. Oh, good effort! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Del Piero is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Ronaldinho.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Rijkaard chooses to go crossfield, and it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Valencia are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Jordi Alba is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And he's running through Iniesta! And want to be quick to recover this. And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. Nantes are looking to go forward now. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Valencia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Busquets is always looking to break lines. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Jordi Alba. Busquets. And he's forced to go back. Odo. Half an hour played now. Busquets. And it's Iniesta. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. Hazard! finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rijkaard. And Jordi Alba. And it's Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Jordi Alba. Delivered look. And the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Xavi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Xavi with the short one. Very nicely done. Jordi Alba. Half-time getting close now. Odo. Looking for the run. And here's Iniesta. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that is a little undercooked. That's good running with the ball. Now, who's going to be first to this? Azar. Driving on and making good progress.
You can never be short of runners into space.
That's the end of the first 45. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que respeten en todo momento las normas de seguridad que pueden ver en el marcador.
Nance get the second half going.
El dorsal 80, Ronaldinho.
Bergami is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Valencia come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Vieira. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bergami picks it up now. Oh, good climb! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Odo. Threads one in. And they've got a throw. And here's Saka, driven in. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Busquets. There's the crossfield ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Bergami. Vieira. Stam looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Valencia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Nesta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Great vision. And he's picked out... And a chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Iniesta. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Busquets. And it's Hasebe. Now Otto. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Otto makes a move down the right. Busquets. And this is Iniesta. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saka has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Searching pass he's played there. Cristiano Ronaldo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Messi. And that has left him in a heap. Busquets gets a good foot in there. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Iniesta. Just 5 minutes left. Bergomi. That's good play. Picked out brilliantly. Busquets. And it's Hullet.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Turns back here, probably the best option. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's been shot at goal! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That was a given. It always was.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That pass has been well intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Jordi Alba does really well to win the ball there. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Valencia have the chance to go the other way. Valencia leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Messi. Valencia currently a goal to the good. Oh, he's been caught napping! That's Rijkaard. Iniesta. Azar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And he's quick to snatch it back.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Iniesta. And it's Azar. And it's Xavi. Wriggles his way through. Good pressure, determined, intense. Oh, super ball! Taken back almost at once. Can he finish? And that's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Looking for the run. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Messi. And he's forced to go back. Odo. Hasebe is the team's great visionary. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's having a shot! And a neat finish! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Hazard. Well read, and the danger is averted. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Fiore. And here's Vinicius Junior. Azar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's not got that quite right. And here's Shevchenko, picked out brilliantly. Messi ploughing through the middle. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. Great chance here to level it up. Aims beyond the defence.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Azar does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Threads one in. Xavi. For Iniesta. And that brings the first half to a close. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Valencia are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And so the action is resumed. Valencia come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Xavi. And it's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? Shevchenko is herring after that one. Hasebe. Busquets. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Spread out to the left. He's in plenty of space here. Big chance! He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Gnabry. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Messi. Messi. Messi looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Vinicius Junior. Jordi Alba promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Gnabry. Valencia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. The pass has gone astray. Odo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Gnabry. It's a throw-in. Nicely aimed pass. Always onto this. De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Valencia can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Good running, strong and purposeful. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's there to retrieve it. Ball's gone out of play.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22, el dorsal 10, Messi, el dorsal 21.
Wirtz, he is onto this, and the shot! And no mistake! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining, game still on.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager...
Oh, what a mistake! This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team.
Pedri! Another one of football's and how moments.
Pedri has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
In he goes again! And yes, it's there! And they've got their lead back. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Valencia with the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Hullet. Busquets, nicely spread. Messi, he's picked his way through. Xavi.
Habrá 2 minutos
Nice
de
touch.
descuento.
That's Busquets. And it's Pedri. He shifted it to the flank. In towards the back stick. They're urging him to shoot. And that is that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits.
Tevez! Absolutely brilliant! Carlos Tevez shivers!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Tevez demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, super ball! That's an imaginative pass. Odo. And it's Hasebe. Swung over. McAllister. A probing pass. Oh, delightful ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's had it nicked away. Odo. Ball played for Xavi. And it's Lopez. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Fermin. He's having a pop! Brilliant from Lopez! A finish of true class! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hasebe is the team's great visionary. Rijkaard. That's Busquets. And it's Xavi. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Hasebe. And Fermin. Iniesta has created one goal already. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well timed, excellent interception. Played into space. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Jordi Alba. Iniesta. That's Busquets. Xavi. And it's Otto. It's Hasebe. That's going wide left. Ronaldinho. And Iniesta. And it's Xavi. He is just caressing them. It's Xavi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Valencia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi plays it short. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
McAllister. And here's Tevez. It's run loose here. Jordi Alba gets across to intercept that. Picked out brilliantly. Jordi Alba is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got away. And this is Iniesta. And he's gone backward here.
There will be 1 minute
Now it's Xavi. Oh, important interception. McAllister. For Olise. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
Substitution.
Valencia get the second half started.
Valencia have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Valencia do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And it's Jordi Alba. Xavi. Busquets. And it's Rijkaard. Over to the right flank. And he's quick to return it. Plays it in low. Ronaldinho. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And they can counter here. Azar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Now it's Iniesta. That has been slung wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 2 then. Chance for a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. He's picked his way through. Caramba! Oh, it's a thumping hit. Jordi Alba. Iniesta. Valencia still have... Oh, terrible pass. And Bebeto! Goal! Morocco! Into the lead once more. A horrible blip. A moment they could well have done without.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Morocco have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Messi is onto it in a flash. Hazard picks it up out wide. He's found a way through. And that's a throw-in. Rijkaard. Done delicately. Messi. That is a great pick out. Iniesta.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Busquets. For Xavi. And this is Hazard.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. Albert Ferrer. Baresi. Now, can they get him away? Olise receives it in a wide position. Looking to play him in.
Morocco surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Ronaldinho receives it in a good position here. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Hazard. Iniesta, the ultimate schemer, the supplier-in-chief. He has found the way through. Plenty to aim at here. Rijkaard gets it clear. And they've got a throw. And it's Xavi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's clever. And this is Tevez, and he's managed to get free. Tevez!
Tevez really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Busquets. He shifted it to the flank. Great vision. Oh, good take in a good area. Ball is over the line. Ronaldinho finding himself in space. Jordi Alba.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's tidy. Hazard venturing down the left. Skims one in. And time is up. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Well, how will we look back?